Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Peter Titley, and I'm very pleased to be joining you today in my role as an ambassador for the Marsh Charitable Trust. The Marsh Charitable Trust is a grant-making body founded in 1981 by our current chairman, Brian Marsh. In addition to our grant-making over the past 30 years, the Trust has developed an award scheme to provide recognition to those who modestly work to improve the world that we live in. Recipients of Marsh Awards are always people who make a difference by selflessly contributing their time and energy to causes that they believe in. Often this work goes unseen and unheard, and I'm sure that this is particularly true in the difficult areas in which you operate. The world of prison and the criminal justice system is a mystery to many people, and it's invaluable that people like your good selves work to make that a better experience with better outcomes for many of those involved. A key area of our work in the Marsh Charitable Trust is highlighting the important contribution that volunteers make in the field of social welfare. And so we're delighted to be working with Pact once again to recognise some of the outstanding volunteers. These volunteers have gone above and beyond in their role, and we're pleased to be able to recognise winners across 6 regions this year to thank them for their important work. And so, it's my very great pleasure to announce the winners of this year's Marsh Volunteer Awards in partnership with Pact. And they are, from the National Services, Lisa Taylor, working in the helpline and befriending. From London and the South East, Jess Tooley, working alongside HM Prison Belmarsh. In the West Midlands and CF03, Mark Judd, who works in mentoring in Hampshire and Surrey. In Wales, the South and Cheshire, we recognise Camilla Albury from HM Prison Bristol. And then to the Central Office, where we find Alice Ketley, awarded for her work in marketing and communications. And finally, in the North, the East Midlands and the East of England, we find Grace Mitchellmore, working at HM Prison Nottingham. Well, on behalf of all of us in Marsh Charitable Trust, congratulations for all the good work that you do on behalf of Pact and for the difference that you make to so many lives. Thank you.
My name is Jess. I'm a family services volunteer for Belmarsh and ISIS, and I'm also a national volunteer for the peer support groups and befriending. I volunteer for Pact because I find the services very rewarding, and I always have a passion for helping vulnerable people, as well as the families that are affected by having their loved one in prison, because that's when they need the support the most. My favourite part of volunteering for Pact is when I see the changes in a person that I'm supporting, which is for the better and that they're more positive, and that in turn makes me really happy and I feel that I've achieved something. I would say to someone who would like to volunteer for Pact is to be positive. Sometimes it can be challenging, but there's always a supportive team within the staff and volunteers. The other thing is to enjoy the experience and to take on as many opportunities that Pact offer, as there's always new opportunities available to you.
My name is Mark and I volunteer for Pact with the CFO mentoring scheme, where I help people who've come out of prison get work, accommodation or other support that they need in their life. And I also work with the befriending scheme and so I can maintain that relationship with my service users. I volunteer for Pact because I was wanting to do something quite different to what I normally do in my working life. I've long had an interest in prisons. I've never done anything in them. Pact gave me the opportunity to do that, to actually meet people who had fallen into that system and go with them on their journeys and come out the other side. My absolute favourite part of volunteering for Pact is when your service user actually says thank you. And that normally comes after they've got to a good part of their journey done. It's the satisfaction of seeing someone make a new start, just being there with them, seeing them turn their lives around. It simply comes down to making a difference. If you're thinking about volunteering, don't hesitate to do it. Don't be shy about it. I did it because I wanted to change other people, but it will change you. If you're shy about it, don't worry. You will learn to be more confident. Having someone work with you, someone who feels indebted to you, you're just going to feel so much better in yourself. So just do it.
Hi, my name's Camilla and I'm one of the volunteers for Pact at HMP Bristol for family services. I'm also involved with the befriending service and the helpline, but at HMP Bristol I help support families in the visitors centre, and also I'm involved with casework on the wings where we go in and speak to the guys about how we might be able to help them. I have been doing it for a while. I absolutely love it. I love meeting the people, the families. I love the other Pact team members. It's never boring, sometimes challenging, but incredibly rewarding to be able to make a difference in people's lives at what can be a really stressful and often lonely time. And the families that we see here benefit greatly, I think, from the support that they receive from Pact, and I'm really proud to be part of that. We work really well as a team, and it's just a great thing to do. And I would say to anyone that considers volunteering for Pact to definitely do it. It's one of the best things I've ever done. It's great in all regards, and that's what I can say really.
Hi, my name is Alice and I volunteer in Pact's communications and volunteering departments. I volunteer for Pact because I have an interest in the criminal justice system, how it works and those involved in it. My interest started when I was at university, but since graduating, Pact has taught me new things and kept that interest alive in me every day. My favourite part about volunteering for Pact is the community spirit. Everybody I've met works under the same goal of helping those within the criminal justice system. Pact's workers and volunteers are passionate, and I can actively see them making a change, which is amazing and definitely not something that can be taken for granted. What I would say to somebody who's thinking about volunteering at Pact would just be to do it. You get to be a part of something so much bigger than yourself and really make a difference to those in need of help. I think at the end of the day, when you're helping others, you're also helping yourself, so there's really no downside in volunteering.
Who are you and what is your volunteering role?
My name is Grace Mitchell-Moore and I'm a volunteer as a family support worker at HMP Nottingham Visitors Centre.
Why do you volunteer for Pact?
I volunteer for Pact because I really enjoy being able to help out the visitors, being able to grow that relationship and that rapport with them, and watching them from feeling really nervous at the start to being really confident and happy with their experience at the end of it.
What's your favourite part of volunteering?
My favourite part of volunteering is most definitely the team that I work with. I've grown so close to them over the past year that I've worked here, and they're definitely the reason that I have the confidence, knowledge and experience that I've got now.
What would you say to someone who's thinking about volunteering with Pact?
I would say definitely go for it. The skills and experience that you get from it are lifelong and you can apply it to multiple aspects of your life. Do be prepared, however, to deal with some very complex and difficult situations, but the results that come out of it from being able to help the families are so worth it.
Welcome to the Pact annual conference, albeit virtually. I hope you are still able to enjoy what is on offer today. My name is Phil Taylor, and for the last 8 years I've been a trustee with Pact, and I'm currently chair of the Board of Trustees. I'm here today to introduce the Pact Trustees Volunteer of the Year Award. In doing so, we are pleased to be once again supported by the Marsh Charitable Trust. As trustees, we understand the value and importance of the volunteers who work for Pact. It is no exaggeration to say that they are the lifeblood of the organisation, and without their tireless and selfless help, Pact could not function as it does. Because we know and understand the value you all bring to the organisation, we want to make this award in recognition of your contribution to the work of Pact. Nominations were made from the length and breadth of the country. Each region selected one person to be given a Regional Volunteer of the Year award, and that person, 6 in total, were put forward for the Trustee Volunteer of the Year award. Myself and one other trustee, Sarah Mann, and Pact's HR Director, Steph Stevenson, then selected the overall winner. But just before I announce who that is, I would just like to say that all those nominated are already winners in the eyes of the trustees, as are the 6 regional winners, regardless of the outcome. There are approximately 169,000 charities in England and Wales with a combined income of £83 billion. The sector employs almost 3% of the total UK workforce. They are supported by over 6.2 million volunteers. So as volunteers, never underestimate the value you bring to your organisation. The 6 finalists were Grace Mitchell-Moore from HMP Nottingham, Camilla Albury from HMP Bristol, Jess Tooley from HMP Belmarsh, Mark Judd from CF03 in Hampshire and Surrey, Lisa Taylor, Helpline and Befriending, and Alicia Catley, Marketing and Comms. Congratulations to all, and a big thank you from the trustees for your dedication and commitment. However, there can only be one winner. Our winner has been a volunteer since 2019. During COVID, they have played a big part in the helpline and befriending, as well as mobilising the peer support groups. But the focus of this award is for her contribution to the work of Pact at HMP Bristol. This year's winner of the Trustee Volunteer of the Year award is Camilla Albury. Congratulations, Camilla, on this award, and a special thank you from all the trustees at Pact for your hard work, dedication, and the selfless giving of your own time on behalf of Pact. Well done.
Congratulations to Camilla for winning this award. You are so amazing. The work you do with the prisoners and the families, the effect you have on them is next to none, and I really can't thank you enough for that.
I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud that you're part of our team, and you're a ray of sunshine, and it spreads throughout our services and service users. So thank you, not only for our service but for the other Pact services as well. You are fully deserving, and congratulations.
Thank you so much for this amazing award. It's so exciting, and I'm absolutely delighted and a bit embarrassed. But thank you so much, my lovely team at Bristol, especially Holly, who nominated me, and all of the guys that I work with at Pact are just so brilliant, and I love it. It's one of the best things I've ever done, and I love the different roles that I do. They're all interesting, all different. I'm learning stuff all the time, which is fantastic, and yeah, it's just a fantastic organisation to be part of, and it's incredibly rewarding. So thank you very much for this amazing award, and I'm thrilled. I've just had an operation actually, and I've had an accident, so I've been in hospital for a bit and come out yesterday, and so it's lovely to come out for this, and I'm looking forward to going back to HMP Bristol and setting off metal detectors every single time I walk in, because I'm full of metal these days. Thank you again so much, and yeah, especially to my amazing team. Thanks so much.